If you're a basketball player and you're looking to improve your game, watch this video because I'm going to give you some tips and some pointers that if you add them into your skill set, you are going to see results. And obviously, I'm using the Adelaide 36ers versus the Suns last night with a big upset. And I'm going to go through these tips. Pay attention, add these things to your game, and it will help you. So this first clip, well, in my videos, what I do is I have these boxes right here, and this is what you're going to learn in this video. So you're going to learn some things that's help you going to score more points, move better without the ball, get more assists and pass better, and some more stuff. And then on the bottom left where it says lesson, this is the one thing. So for every clip, I try to give you just one thing that if you add it to your game, it will help. So one takeaway from each clip. So in this first clip right here, what happens is it's kind of a side ball screen with some loop action on the strong side and then just a relocation. So let me break it down. The first thing I want us to do is pay attention to the point guard right here. So obviously it's a flip into a ball screen, and then as the point guard is coming down, the first thing is notice his eyes. So he's scanning the defense. But also notice his footwork. Devin Booker cuts off the point guard, and so what he's going to do is a shot stop. So instead of just sprinting into the paint totally out of control, or even instead of using a 2-foot jump stop, what the guard does here is a shot stop. So he's going to go left foot, plant, right foot, and then now he's spinning out away from the defense to see the floor. So now what he's able to do, because he's spun out, he has this vision where he could kick out for a three, but what's going to happen is the post player is going to move without the ball. They're going to lift up to the foul line to get available for this pass. Very, very simple, but a lot of players, you don't do this. You don't move into open spots like this, and by moving, it creates space here for the jump shot. So you've got a lot of action going on there. Now in this second clip, it's a ball screen and then a down screen away. And I will break down, I'll show you why this is difficult to guard. So if you are DeAndre Ayton right here, you're having to help on two actions at the same time. You have the ball screen, so the screener right here is a threat to dive to the rim. And if this screener dives to the rim and these two defenders stay on the ball, Ayton's going to have to slide over to help. At the same time, DeAndre Ayton is having to guard this down screen as well. So he's trying to think he's guarding two cutters. Now what these two cutters are going to do is they are going to bring DeAndre Ayton into the paint. This leaves that down screener, the post player, is able to pop out to the three-point line, and then they're able to knock down a three. So if you are a post player, and this is the one lesson, one thing to take away from this clip, if you're a post player today, you're a tall player, you're a 4, you're a 5, you've got to be able to set these screens and then space out to the three-point line, square up, and knock down the three. Now, I also want to talk about, I do have a training platform where you can go on and you can make a free account. I cover every single skill in basketball. If you go on in there and make your free account, right away you're going to get 18 free workouts that you can download and use. You're going to get free drills for ball handling, shooting, scoring, and a lot more. And then I have a paid version that's called the Elite Experience, and that has over 300 drills for all skills in basketball. And what you're seeing here is clips of my training platform. You're going to get some free videos like this with your free account. There's no card required. And then the Elite Experience has a lot more skills and drills that I break down. And there are film studies similar to this one. So you want to make a free account on that site, get what you can off of there. Now in this next clip, transition possession, it's like kind of a double ball screen but with an early slip. And again, what we see is the post players today have to be able to space the floor and just knock down a catch and shoot three-point jump shot, because what happens a lot of times for post players, here you have the post player, you have the screener, and then you have the post player defender or the screener's defender. What happens a lot of times in today's basketball and ball screens, the screener's defender is going to drop into the paint to defend the driver, and then because of that, it leaves space open for the three. But the one thing I wanted you to take away in this clip is mainly for you guards. I want you to pay attention to this pass right here. It's kind of a back, whatever you want to call it, like a backhanded pass, But guards, you've got to be able to not only make these types of passes, but you've got to be able to make these types of passes with both your left hand and your right hand. Now we're looking at the Phoenix Suns on offense. And this is a great play. So if you're a guard in this situation, you've got to have the awareness. But also if you're a post player, you can find this too. And this is just a high seal in transition. So the defense is not fully set, although they are all back and in a decent position. They're not ready to help on the backside. So what DeAndre Ayton's able to do is put this defender on the high side. And then DeAndre Ayton's thinking, he's trying to push this defender up the lane, because if this defender can be pushed up the lane, that's more room on the backside to receive the pass. So for you post players, this is a great way, if you did this 1 time, 2 times per half, that is a great way to steal a couple points throughout the game. Also, I just dropped these film studies, so subscribe to this channel and you can find a lot more film studies. If you're a basketball player, I got a lot of film. Watch those films and you can add those, like whatever I have in these film sessions, add them to your game. It'll help your game. All right, now this is very simple point right here. Great ball movement here, but look what happens in this play. So obviously you have the handoff right here, then you have a give and go, then you have a rotating defender over to the rim, wide open 3. But players, what you need to realize right here is that drawing 2 and ball movement is how you get shots. So what I mean by drawing 2 is just this. This first action right here, it draws 2 defenders onto the basketball, which means the cutter is going to be open. And now as you have a cutter going towards the rim, the cutter draws 2 defenders into the paint. And so whenever you have 2 defenders and ball movement, you're forcing the defense to rotate. You're getting the defense out of possession. And if you can pass it out of a double team or pass out of 2 defenders, you're going to get assists and you're going to find open players. Now, point guards right here, great move and great way to get more assists is just using your eyes to fake the pass. So what you have here is horns actions. So this is just where you have 2 screeners. At lower levels of basketball, like these 2 screeners would probably be at the elbow, but you have 2 high screeners and then you have 2 players at the wing/corner. But watch point guards, passers, watch what the guard does here. Looks off, so right at this moment, his eyes are on the cutter who's going to space out to the 3, and that causes this defender here to kind of hesitate, and then the cutter is able to get into the paint and make that layup. So this is, like I said, point guards, use your eyes to look off defenders, look at one of your teammates, and then pass it to somebody else, and that will get you more assists. So players, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're a player looking to get better, hopefully this helps your game. You want to subscribe to the channel too, because I already have more film studies and more coming to help your game. And then if you want to get free drills, workouts, and more, click on the first link below, and that'll give you some free game that you can start working on. Thanks for watching. Let's keep getting better.